But moving on to our topics here, and not really topics. I guess we're just gonna go around the horn and really talk about 2024 and our best movies, worst movies. Best shows. I think we have a whole slate of stuff coming up here, so I'm excited to get into it. Let's go around the horn here. Let's start. I guess you guys want to start with movies. Best movies of the year. What you guys consider best of the year?
Let's do it.
Yeah. All right. I'll go first. No surprises here. I'll go reverse. It doesn't even, you guys know my number one, but I'll go in reverse. Number 5 here. Transformers 1. That was epic movie. We talked about it. We got a whole review on it. Well, I don't know if I'll review, right? We got a review. No, we don't.
Which one?
What we watch is Transformers 1. We got he did. It's kind of like a review from all of us.
We technically have a review.
Yeah, so all of us watched it at one point. So go check that out. But yeah, amazing animation, amazing story, amazing voice acting. Transformers 1, number 5. At number 4 for me, it's Deadpool and Wolverine. It didn't disappoint as far as like hypeness and how big of a movie it was. I thought it was really good. I thought it was really well made. It was awesome to get Hugh Jackman back, especially paired with Ryan Reynolds. We've been wanting that for a while. They've been wanting that for a while. So to see that all come to fruition on screen was awesome. So I have that at my number 4. At number 3, I got The Wild Robot. Talk about a sleeper of the year for me. Had really no intentions of watching it. Just being at home, put it on. Let's do it. Phenomenal movie. Again, phenomenal animation, phenomenal storyline, heartfelt, amazing. Go check out The Wild Robot if you haven't. At number 2 for me, a movie we just recently saw, Sonic 3. What a blast. What a phenomenal time. Whole review up on that as well. If you guys haven't seen it yet, go check it out. It is worth the watch. Excited for the future of that franchise. And at number 1, surprise, no surprise, Dune Part 2 for me just capped it all off. Whole review on that as well, amazing CGI, amazing performances, amazing writing, amazing music. It's got the whole package. So yeah, Dune Part 2 is my number 1.
Man, there was things that, because we only did 5.
Yeah, there's a lot of honorable mentions and a lot of stuff.
And there was movies that I was like, fuck, man, that sucks. But these are definitely my best 5 of the year. And I take this, we all take this podcast very seriously, and so like I've said this, I think maybe a couple weeks ago at this point, but I do want to see like these like critically acclaimed movies, because looking at this, like, we have a lot of the box office hits and things like that. So
yeah.
I'm sure a lot of those, like I said, critically acclaimed movies. I just want to see where they would go if they would beat out some of these. So that is the goal next year, the mission next year. Be the best version of LFG that we can for you guys. But number 5, me and J-Mac have the same one, Transformers 1. I mean, we were hearing the greatness about it, and it lived up to the hype. Great movie. We do technically have a review, like J-Mac was saying, so go check that out. Man. Number 4, Alien Romulus. I enjoyed Alien Romulus from start to finish. That is another one that we were hearing, even some shit that was like, whoa, like let's maybe chill out a little bit. But we were hearing greatness about that one. And I had recently just personally got into the Alien franchise not too long before that. Watched all those movies on Disney Plus, and yeah, man, Alien Romulus is great. I have no bad things to say about that movie. It was fun, and the ending was crazy. Did not see that coming, and that third act was insane. Can't wait to see what the sequel for Alien Romulus looks like. Number 3, Inside Out 2. We've talked about this movie a lot. It made so much money. Like I said, you can argue for sure and probably win the debate that the first one is better, but I really love the second one and the message that it was telling. Personally, with my own struggles, we talked about it. There's a whole review on the channel for that one, so go check it out. It was funny. It was fun. The kids can learn the message. Adults can learn the message. It was great all around. So Inside Out 2. My number 2 is Wicked. Wicked is my number 2.
Wow, shock.
Listen. The more I think about that movie, it's great.
He's a Wicked fan now.
I mean, I don't know if I'm a Wicked fan. I don't know, but
You love it.
I-
Watching the second one.
I am gonna watch the second
watched
one.
Wicked.
I watched Wicked.
But no, I do like that movie a lot. I thought it was great. The performances are great. Like I talked about when I first talked about that movie, I didn't know what Wicked was about. I didn't know the story of it, and seeing it for the first time, that is a great story. There's like a message about racism and different things like that. So there's a great storytelling there. Like I said, great performances, and yeah, I don't know. That was 3 hours of masterful cinema right there. So I don't know, and I'm not even a musical person, and I still thought it was great. So it's like I don't know what else to say. I loved Wicked. I guess I'm a Wicked fan. That's fine. Fuck it. And number one, the best movie of the year to me was still Dune 2. Um, there's movies that you could fight for sure, but man, watching that movie in IMAX and watching that movie in IMAX and the IMAX that we have, obviously it's not true IMAX. I don't even think it's the second best IMAX, but it is still IMAX to a degree. And for whatever reason, the seats in our IMAX are not great. So, we were hurting after however long the movie is. But man, seeing it like that, actually being able to like hear the dialogue like that, catching all the little nuances that were put into that movie, obviously the performances. Yeah, Dune Part 2, man. One of them ones. One of them generation type movies. So there was a lot of great movies this year. It fucking hurt me leaving out Smile 2 because, man, I fucking love Smile 2. But yeah, that's my top 5 movies of the year.
There you go. Well, transitioning to Andrea, then, what you got?
Number 5. These are the top 5 that I enjoyed, that I thought were good. So this is all my opinion. 5 is Watchers. I really like that movie. I really enjoyed it. I love the concept of it. It took me back to like movies from the early 2000s. I loved that movie so much. And I was actually, even when I was making the list, this was like one of the first movies I thought about. And I was like, I have to put it in. I don't know. Like I left out some really good honorable mentions to put that one in. So really liked it. 4, Twisters. I loved it. I love Twisters. It was so fun. It was such a fun movie. Glenn Powell's good, and Daisy Edgar Jones. I mean, I've been a fan of her since I saw her in that Fresh movie. Yeah, she's good. He's good. I loved it. So fun. Loved it. 3, Inside Out 2. I really like that movie as well. I was crying when we watched it. It's just a great movie. Great movie. Very relatable, and I don't know. There's this. I really like the things that her anxiety would make her do. Like she would be out. Like it would push her out of her character because her anxiety was just that bad. I was just like, damn, that's crazy. Like I really never thought about it like that. So I just loved it. 3, okay, and then number 2, Alien Romulus. I love the Alien franchises. I love the Alien franchises so much, and this was gonna be my number 1, but I was like, I have to change it. Alien Romulus number 2. I love it. The more I like look into the Alien franchises, the more I try to like see what they're really about. And then I found this one guy on TikTok, and he was talking about how they're very much about motherhood and women in general, and I never really saw it, but it is true because they all get pregnant by the aliens, and then they're like, women are not a thing with like the engineers. Like the engineers are all men, and like creation life itself is like a big thing with like trying to create like the ultimate life form, and like just like the creation of life. And I really never thought about that. And then I thought about it. And then we watched Alien Romulus, and again, I was like, again, another movie about just like, I don't know, like motherhood, getting pregnant. I don't know. So I just like that I can, I don't know, connect it with other themes and ideas, I guess. And then number one, of course, Dune. I really like that movie. It's so good. We watch it. The reason why this movie is my number one is just because we watched it like 3 times. And we like kept
Crazy.
going back and watching it. And I really was gonna put Alien Romulus as my number one, and this one is my number 2. But we just watched this so much, and then the second time we watched it, I enjoyed it even more because there's some parts that I missed it, and then the second time we watched it, I was like, wait, what? I know I saw this, but it like clicked in my head and stuff. So yeah, Dune Part 2 was really, really good. So I have some honorable mentions, of course. Sonic 3, I loved it. I really wanted to put this one, but I was like, I don't know. I just didn't have like a space for it. Deadpool and Wolverine, really enjoyed that one too. That one wasn't gonna go in my top 5, but I was like, I have to mention it. It was really good. And The Wild Robot. I was gonna put The Wild Robot too, but I didn't. I just was like, there's other movies that beat it, but it would have been in there. So
That's a crazy thing I didn't think about. And I said it, but it didn't click in my head. Like, we didn't watch any other movie twice in theaters this year. Remember we did that shit for like the first one that comes to mind is fucking Endgame.
Yeah.
That shit was crazy. But yeah, Dune, like that was the only one. It's crazy.
I watched it 3 times, maybe. Yeah, the IMAX XD box, and then the 3 screens in Screen X. So I mean, I got it in all its glory in 3 different versions and shit. So it was awesome.
Yeah.
Can't wait to hear John say that for his number 1 as well on his other list.
Yeah.
But all right, John, what's your top 5 this year?
I'm noticing I have not seen that many fucking movies to have a top 5.
Don't worry, next year we got a personal mission for you, buddy.
So
it's gonna be your New Year's resolution.
I'll give a recommended 3.
All right, let's see.
And it's not in any order.
Okay.
But Smile 2. I was very disappointed you didn't throw that in there.
I should have put it in there too.
Deadpool and Wolverine. And Long Legs. I like
Long Legs. Is it that number 1? For you?
Those 3 probably.
Scary.
I didn't get to watch it because I'm too scared.
It's demonic. Yeah? I don't want to see
it
that.
Wasn't. It's not even like that, but it was good.
Isn't the devil in it?
She bought into the TikTokers that got paid to say like, "Oh my god, this is the scariest movie ever."
I bet though.
It works. It
did, but it was nothing like that. It was a good movie though.
Go his top.
And then honorable mention Dune 2. Nah, just kidding. Get the fuck out of here.
Hey, you watched it.
But, yeah,
I watched it. But there you go. Our top 5 best movies of the year.